Alright guys, back again, so let's talk about WandaVision, and I haven't really reviewed a lot of TV shows on this channel, maybe once in a while. I used to review the Goosebumps episodes, I remember, and I kind of quit, I didn't finish them. But I also reviewed The Mandalorian Season 2 recently, just because I was such a big fan of that, so I thought I might as well continue on that trend and talk about WandaVision, which is new to Disney Plus. It's the first Disney Plus Marvel show, and the first Marvel thing we've gotten in a year because Black Widow kept getting delayed back and forth, and who knows whenever that's coming out. But I'm really interested because WandaVision is just a show that to me, with the trailers, it honestly sold me pretty well. Like I was actually really interested in this just because of the aesthetic of it that felt different than the other Marvel things. And I like it being a TV show. They made it like a TV show, like a 50s TV show, at least for the first couple episodes. And this is a spoiler video as well for episodes 1 and 2. And I have not seen any more, and as of this recording, there's not any more released. Even though some YouTube channels have seen episode 3, I don't know how. Maybe it's just pre-screeners. But at least for me, normal myself, I don't have that. So I've just got episodes 1 and 2. And the show to me is interesting because I like the fact that we get Wanda and Vision again, and because I really like their chemistry in the movies, like they do a great job in the movies. I'm glad to see them here again, and I like the fact that this show, it really works in the way where you really like the chemistry between these characters, like you did in the movies. But I'm wondering how they're bringing Vision back, or if Vision is truly alive. Maybe he's just a video like on the TV, like maybe it's just her subconscious mind, like he might still be completely dead, or maybe it's alive and is a manifestation of something. But I really don't know. I really am interested to see how this is going to play out, because I really did like I said, I really did like both of them together. But in Infinity War, Vision was killed, and then in Endgame, he never appeared whenever everybody came back because he wasn't turned to dust at the end of Infinity War. So it's fascinating to see this character come back, and I do like that, even though it's a Marvel tradition of bringing back all these undead characters every time. Like, it's kind of like you can't expect them to die forever because of money reasons, which is fine if people like these characters, and I still do like these characters a lot, so it was great seeing Vision again. And like I said, the chemistry between both of these actors, like in the movies, is still really apparent here and still really good. And just the idea of having it, at least for the first couple episodes, like a 50s aesthetic is really awesome. And I know that the show, by the posters alone, like it's gonna not be just 50s, it's gonna be like probably 70s, 80s, or 60s, 70s, 80s afterwards. Because at the end of episode 2, it's like it's a TV, like it's a TV screen that some person is watching. I think it's Doctor Wu, that one guy from Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think that's who it is, because I know that he's in this, and I know that Darcy is going to be in this as well. So I wonder how they're going to play into it. But I feel like Wanda is probably just in a subconscious mind and is seeing Vision there, like pretending like he's not dead, maybe, is what I'm thinking and hoping, kind of what it is. I mean, I'm fine with if Vision's still alive entirely, but I don't know. I feel like it's also interesting to see this character keep coming back, like most Marvel characters. So keeping him dead might have been a better idea in my opinion. But it's cool to see. It's cool to use this character in a way where he's dead, but he can still be on screen. I think that's cool, and I wonder if that's gonna be. I wonder how it's just gonna play out. I really don't know. But like I said, with these first 2 episodes, I think they really were solid and good. And like I said, they just are 50s in these 2 episodes. Haven't seen episode 3 yet, like I said. Um, Now looking at it from like an aesthetic standpoint, like I like how it made its jump from the Marvel Cinematic Universe movie characters into a TV show, and I'm not counting the Marvel movies on Marvel shows on Netflix, because they are in the MCU, but they're not any of the characters in the movies really. But jumping from screen to TV, it's cool that they use the TV aesthetic. That's really fun, and it's really enjoyable to see like a kind of spoof on those kind of cheesy like 50s 60s black and white shows. Like I thought that was funny, just showing that with a marble coat of paint. Like I thought that made it really enjoyable. And like I said, these two actors again just do a great job. Like Elizabeth Olsen just keeps getting, like I've always liked her in these movies, but man, she is so versatile, and especially in this, like she's really going all around in terms of like emotions, because this character comes into the show like she's very happy-go-lucky, and again, it fits into my idea that like it's probably just her subconscious, like she's pretending Vision's alive, but that it really, she shows a lot of emotions, and I really like that. Elizabeth Olsen, like she's great. And apparently there's gonna be like nods to like Full House, which is a fun like meta thing, because like of course her sister's Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, but because I've seen like on one of the posters it showed Catherine Hahn with like an 80s like do, and like one of those like outfits that you wear in the 80s. So you'll see 80s, I guess, and I'm assuming that that's where the Full House references come in, but I've heard that it's got references to Full House. So it's just funny irony that they've got that in there, because they wouldn't appear, like it's just funny to see that. It's funny to see that connection. But yeah, also I want to say I really liked Catherine Hahn in the first couple episodes. Like I really love her already. Like she's awesome, and seeing her in this show, I think, I don't know. I love her in everything. So I think it's great. It's hard to explain why. I just think she's great, and she's genuinely funny, like she is in everything else. Like makes me laugh out loud no matter what movie it is, and I like that she plays like the normal like, or I mean the kooky like neighbor next door. That just screams Catherine Hahn. That screams how she is. She's great at that role. So that made it really fun, and also having Deborah Jo Rump in it as well, who played Kitty in that '70s show. It's like they have that connection to it as well, which makes it, even though it's in the '50s, which makes it even more hilarious that you've got this character from the '70s show. Like that's really funny, and she's great, like she was in those shows. She honestly hasn't aged. Like she looks the same as she did in that '70s show, which is pretty hilarious. But yeah, overall, I really liked the characters a lot. I really liked the aesthetic a lot. I liked how it's just a simple like, they're just in this cutesy little town, and like they're just doing funny things, like Vision swallowing a thing of gum and he's a robot, so then like he starts like acting like he's drunk. Like that kind of stuff is funny, and having those connections to the wider universe are cool. Like I like the fact that you've got these infomercials like in between the, but they're real like made infomercials for the show, and like they've got either Hydra or Stark Industries connected to them. So I like that they connect that to the wider universe. And like I said, you're gonna have Darcy and Doctor Wu in it as well. But I don't know when. I mean, we heard Doctor Wu's voice. We haven't seen Darcy yet. But I'm glad to see that. And then I noticed some references online that with Vision, like they kept joking, like Wanda kept making jokes about Vision dying. Where there was one line where she says like, "Oh, Vision, you and your indestructible head," which is funny irony because he got his head ripped apart in Avengers: Infinity War. So I like little nods and references to like that. Like I think that's really funny. And also having, I forgot what her name is, but she's the she was in Captain Marvel. She was the young girl of Captain Marvel's friend, and now she's grown up in this. And I think that I like that woman's performance. I don't know what her name is or what the character's name is. I'm blanking, but I really like the older version of that character, like in this. Like I thought that was cool seeing that connectivity. So since she's older too, that means that no matter what time frame Wanda and all these characters are in, it's like they are still a normal age, but they're just in different time periods. So I'm assuming that they're just going to keep going 40, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, just along the line, like throughout the show. Like hopefully they'll do that. I think they've only got 9 episodes. Maybe they'll do that, hopefully. I know that they're going at least to 80s, because like I said, I've seen the image of like Catherine Hahn and that do, and then she looked like she's from the 80s, like Full House type territory. So I don't know. I wonder where that's going to go. And I wonder how, with the budget it's got, how they're going to do, like how the show's going to continue, like in a way with budget, because I'm really interested to see, because Marvel movies are different than the TV shows. Like you can't have as many effects, you can't have um, as much stuff, bigger budget as this. So I wonder how they're gonna go along with the show. But I feel like I'll talk about that on another video as well whenever these episodes come out. Just for this one, pretty much because I just really enjoy these. I might do this for the other new Marvel and Star Wars movies or shows that are coming out on Disney Plus because I really love Star Wars and Marvel, so I might as well just do that. Um, like if you guys like that, tell me down below. But I enjoyed talking about this one. I thought it was pretty fun. Like I said, it's only the first 2 episodes, so it's not like there's much really to say because there's not really much to reveal either. Like it's really just setting it up. It's setting up the stage, which I thought was fine, and I thought it was competently done, and it was fun and enjoyable. And like I said, just really great with all the stuff involved. Like it's the highest rated Marvel thing on Rotten Tomatoes, which I think is funny. I think it's good, but I think it's funny that's the highest rated. But Rotten Tomatoes is weird. Metacritic is too, with like how they rate stuff and how things are rated on a curve. So it's interesting to see it's the highest on Rotten Tomatoes, but I'm rambling. That's all I could say about WandaVision episodes 1 and 2. Stay tuned. I'll talk about episode 3 next week, and I'll see you guys later.